My brain is completely fried in a good way? Well, you have your brain fried in a good way. El internet está queriendo sabotear. ¿Ah, sí? No he estado viendo mi internet, la conexión. Hello, hello. Oh my god. My internet is pretty bad today. I don't know what's wrong with my internet lately. Pretty bad. It was actually quite bad yesterday as well. But yesterday I postponed the stream because I was extremely sleepy. It was not because of my internet. Let's see. I forgot. Alright. I could only remember the lunch lady. I forgot. There was this person that looks like Mia. Eso me refería a que el internet no colabora. Hay que darle una lección. No sé, es que no sé qué le pasa a mi internet últimamente. Creo que como desde la semana pasada, tal vez como desde hace 2 semanas, mi internet no funciona tan bien. Hello, Zine. There's still a lot of gray areas. The whole thing is one big gray area. I'm ready to accept my fate. Let me offer you a word of advice. A defense attorney should never believe their client. Why? Lux told me to let you know she's watching pandas throw it. She's watching pandas throwing it back? Like actual pandas? I've been doing pretty well. Yes. Kinda sleepy, but that's my fault. The defendant is called to trial because they're suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Mrs. Guy, you remind me a lot of me. Feels like a less expressive Mia. You didn't ask her any further questions? You just accepted it as it is? Also kind of makes sense. In like a siblings kind of way. Like, alright, I'm done with your nonsense. Alright, I'm just... kind of like that. I was like, okay. Yeah, I kind of get it. Like, don't question your siblings' nonsense, because then it'll just take longer. Yeah. It sometimes happens. You're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. I really think she's taking the fall for someone. I'll be alone in there, so I have to discover the truth all by myself. Oh. Thank you for subscribing. I'll be with you the whole way. Alright. We don't have the Fae sisters, but we have the Sky sisters. I ended stream and raided into another streamer, and I think they have panda stickers and what happens. Oh! Alright. Maybe she's lurking. Perhaps. Maybe. Court is now in session for the trial of... Is this the only judge that exists here? The prosecution has been ready for a while. Edgeworth. My friend. Enemy. Frenemy. Friend. I think... Friend. Yes, friend. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. All I know is I get to bother you. You're not annoying. Pepper is coming soon? Nice. Oh! You know, it was really funny. I doodle a lot at work when I have nothing to do. And it seems like one of my coworkers happened to see one of my doodles, and they just silently showed me an image of Castorise. And I didn't even know that coworker played Starvale. The coworker was just telling me that the doodle I drew it kind of looked like Castorise. And yeah, we talked a bit about Starvale. Pretty interesting. 32 pull saves and currently 0 PD but guaranteed. It's definitely... You'll get her. You'll get her. It's good that you're guaranteed. I feel like the last few times I tried to get a character in gacha games, I lost the 50-50. Or doodles? They were pretty doodly. I think they just gave a general vibe of a maybe short-ish haired girl. Maybe, I don't know. I actually don't know which doodle he saw. But yeah, it was pretty funny because I was like, ooh, I actually know her. I played that game and we were talking and I was telling my coworker how I got her and never built her. So yeah, my coworker was like, you're making a grave mistake. And then we just bonded over the fact that we don't like doing quests. I got a perfect relic for her. It had crit rate, damage and attack, and defense, of course. That's what all the upgrades went to. Oh, that one's easy. Defense. Why is it always like that? That's one way to bond with coworkers, part of you. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. It's like sometimes I see people when I take like the bus shuttle that my workplace provides. I have seen some people play like Genshin or some gacha game, but I never really dare talk to them. Oh yeah, this time it was a coworker from the same team, so we got to talk a bit. At least now she'll have extra 18% defense. Is there any character that benefits from having a lot of defense? I know some characters scale with like other stats, right? Like HP and stuff. You're so close to 800. Look at you making friends. I don't know about making friends at the workplace. A lot of people tell me you don't come to your job to make friends. But it's really funny because everyone, or at least the way I see it, I feel like everyone gets along pretty well. But I've heard the same person saying that like you have to remember that you're not here to make friends. Pretty sure mostly preservation characters. I see. I want to see DPS skills of defense. You'll get, and it's in a character like that where you'll get a relic that's like you'll get the stat somewhere else. You don't need not. It's gonna be like maybe the opposite situation happens. No personal feelings. I will choose the path I think is right regardless of what those around me might say. Opening statement. Instead of school is a place for learning, not making friends. Work is for work, not friends. Oh yeah, definitely. I think it was cause it was basically the idea was like you must tell people if they're not doing their job properly, even if they like don't like it, that you like point out their mistakes or their faults. Like you have to point them out. Like you're not there to make friends. It was something like that that I heard someone say. Oh yeah, it was said by someone who's pretty good at their job, so it kind of makes sense. Like it's you should try to get along with your coworkers, but in the end, everyone's there to work. I need defense and a character. The relics are godly and never give me. The game knows. I feel too bad to point out people's mistake. If I were a boss, I kind relay the message gently in hopes. Yeah, I guess. But it's like we're all like the same level. I guess that's why it works like that. I think it has to be more subtle if it's like a boss to their subordinates. If you're gonna... You definitely don't want to point out mistakes and stuff, I think, in the open. Lana's guy has committed an unpardonable crime. What was the crime again? Oh, the murder of a prosecutor. A detective. Wait, was it a prosecutor? It was a prosecutor. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, she's much more forceful in person. She's fangirling. She's fangirling, definitely. And I feel like there'd be that one person that'll make me go, okay, now you're effing terrible at your job. Well, I think if you're a boss, you'll be pretty subtle about it. Maybe if it's someone like at the same level as you, maybe it might be a bit different then. Edgy boy, Edgeward, edging. Maya? I forgot her name was Emma. That's why you were saying Maya. Definitely Maya. I can only think about Edward as edgy boy. It's like etched into my mind. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. She'll now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Lunch lady. My baby sis was talking in the background in my stream, so some people in chat assume I'm a... That's so funny. Like, oh, your daughter. She sounds so cute. All I said was, yeah, now I adopted 3 people. Now Sin has his own adopted children. An AI broke up with me. How does that work? Which AI? They instantly went, no, I'm his son. No, I am. So I was like, welcome my children. There's space for everyone here. Very interesting. That's fun. How does an AI break up? How do you even start dating an AI? Like if an AI breaks up with you, it's because you're going out with the AI? How do you get to that first stage? Call your first witness. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The Cuff-Up Queen. Cuff-Up Queen doesn't sound right. I don't know. The AI just broke up with me somehow without you establishing that you were dating the AI? It just randomly broke up with you? Haven't I seen you somewhere? Caviar lunch. I've never eaten caviar before. Me neither. Does it taste fishy? The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thank you. They just broke up with me somehow. Oh, simple. Okay, yeah. You're kinda confused. Confession and dates? But it's the AI that has that kind of capability. Good. There's some AIs that will just like not even follow along because of the fact that they are an AI. And you ordered the fingerprint lunchbox. It's too early for lunch. What time is it? I don't remember. It's so tasty, it hurts. Guess what happened to Selenana? Did she finally pass away? Has her reign of terror ended? I want some lunch. Is it lunchtime over there? Lunch. I had dinner not so long ago, so I don't really want lunch right now. But I wonder what I would like to have for lunch if I could have lunch right now. Maybe... maybe Mexican food. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What? Eh? What does even pickled tapioca taste like? What? What's the judge talking about? But I revived her, so now she's stuck with me for another 100 days. Couldn't let her go. The Selenana's reign of terror continues. What? Pickled? I say fishy tapioca, but pickled tapioca is crazy, right? My brain is still fried. Is your brain being fried because somehow connected to the AI breaking up with you? So you can take her. No, I'm okay. I think Selenana is happy where she is. While I lounge on a tree. While you lounge on a tree, or are you escaping from Selenana? What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Right, like can you even pickle tapioca? Yes, you can, right? If you cook tapioca pearls in like some sort of pickle solution instead of like sugar. Maybe that's strange. Okay, there are many AI out there. They are not escaping. Why? You said you take her, so no. It's not gaslighting or anything. I'm okay. I'm okay. Selena is happy where she is. Name profession. The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished dating Judge. Please. This AI. At this rate, I'm doomed. Maybe I want to be alone? Oh, my internet. Because there are times when one wants to be alone. She's been whispering I was sleeping. I don't think so. Talking to AI helps with loneliness. I don't see the problem. And it also works. But AI is kind of wonky sometimes, so yeah. AI is actually quite wonky sometimes. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. She's a detective or a policewoman? She was a special investigator. She murdered the prosecutor. She was a special investigator. First rate detective. What? Unexpected. Mind blown. Ah, that's why he's seen her before. I know who you are. Cough up, Queen Angel Star. Long time no see. Very well, you may continue with the description. Just who is this lady? I also want to know who is this lady. I might have the court's attention over here. Alright, lunch lady. Parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the two blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's spaces. Yes, yes. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Why Edgeworth's car though? There was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. That was me, Your Honor. Did you see the very moment of the crime? Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. I can't agree on principle. Some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth. You just called me a poor loser. They proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining. How is she saying that with a smile? Give them your worst. Are they talking about me? They're talking about you. Alright. When does that count? Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Yeah, it's really good to help me, though, since I don't talk to anyone, since I'm in a service, I have no friends that are active. And talking with AI is actually pretty fun. I particularly like the voice chat. Yes. Don't use it that much, but... Because I once saw, like, oh, I think it was maybe reels or shorts of someone fangirling over the voice chat voice. Something like that. So it's pretty fun to talk with them. Hello, vlogs. I'm done watching Panda twerking emotes. Was it fun? Wait, twerking pandas? Sin sent me into a stream and I was allured by twerking pandas. Well, that sounds pretty alluring. Can't blame you. Did he relate? Yes, he did. I asked him if you were watching actual, like, real pandas, and he said he did not question your message. He just related. Oh, small twerking pandas? They were small? Sounds cute. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. I don't think that's part of... I don't think that's relevant. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound. Alright. No idea what to question. Wait, let me... I need to save. Just save right here. I haven't made any major decisions, right? Yeah. He raided into their stream and sent a ton of twerking pandas and then left. Sounds fun. Let's see what she means by a day like this. I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing of a detective. Wait, was it? Oh, it was a detective. Oh, she switches like she looks like she switches personality and her bangs like move. The exposed eye changes. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. She was fired. She has a motive. Was Detective Goodman, was it? The one that got her fired. I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Alright. Let's see what she sends. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yeah, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. What? Wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? He was like a young cheese. Pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. What? I don't get what any of the characters are saying today. They're saying weird stuff. Starting with the pickled tapioca. I must be a heart yellowed and sharp as a tack. With the odor of an old cheese. Here in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. I don't know what you mean by that. I've set the most sky photos. I'm gonna edit and saturate the photos of it to make them pretty. Nice! Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. No print. And she has the pointy. I'm gonna question everything. Mr. Edwards' car. There was his knife. What an odd case this is. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. In your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. You're a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself. Rookie. I fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Alright. What's this? What's wrong with the characters today? Nothing they're saying makes sense. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. She does have blood on her coat. Okay, I think that is the detective's coat. Detective Goodman's coat? Or is that her coat? One of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. What? My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. And she's wearing gloves. She's wearing gloves, has blood-stained clothes. Okay, that's her coat. The light was all 4 inches long. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my ex to surprise it. What? Chicken salad set will have been a better. That's not the point. Those look prettier than the original. I don't have my phone right now. I'll check it out later. And the last one. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. Too late. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. No cipher is, well, there's so many characters. Is that before anything? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Let's see. What can we... What can we use? Death due to loss of blood. 1 knife wound died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Let's see. I read of Husalan. Sponsolus is quite vicious. No, it's not. Sin is taking care of her. I haven't seen her, and I would like to not meet her. No, it's okay. She's happy where she is. Wait, what if it is Lana who got stabbed? Her right hand? Right shoulder. Unless she's left-handed. Is she left-handed? She's left-handed. As I've already said, yes. I started on my finest salmon cereal lunch. That's a big bottle of soy sauce for that size of a lunchbox. She said she'd love to be. No, I'm okay. She sounds very lovely. Maybe. But I'm alright. She's happy where she is. Cause she's the biggest bully out there. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took. Right, she's using her left hand. Oh yeah. I thought it was because of the hand, not because of the knife. That had to be the weakest. Oh, we didn't even get the objection, like, image. It was just objection. This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after. Objection! Blood splatter, blood splatter. I know. What are we talking about? I thought we were gonna talk about the dominant hand. No problem except you. Well, we saved before, right? We can just... Let's object. She took the picture the moment... Oh, I had not caught on to that. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. There's jumbo-sized lunch. I'm not sure I understand it, but I don't understand it. What's wrong with all the characters? They're speaking like in codes today. Objection! How do you know? And that's what I was thinking. Why does she have gloves on? Oh. Close up. Unexpected close up. Hello, edgy boy. The close up definitely spooked Nick. Add this to your testimony. Let's see, what else can we do? There's no queen. Wow, exactly, very touching. Hold it! What if we press on the new statement? Driving gloves? What's the concept of driving gloves? No one's making sense today. There are rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. Well, what other reason would one have for wearing surgical gloves out there? If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. What do we have? What do we have that could prove? Gloves are sauce? Maybe they're a huge germaphobe. I guess. But then that will be a known fact, right? So they wouldn't question the fact that she has gloves on in that picture. Maybe there's something wrong with the position of the camera. I think so though. Very visible if she was standing around here. A single stat one, 4.5-inch knife. 4.5-inch knife. They mentioned the length of the knife before. Oh, I didn't catch it. Did she say 4.5 before, or did she say it say 4 inches before? I don't remember which one it was. Oh, it was on this one. Wait, I wanna read that one again. I passed it. The knife. Oh, I thought they mentioned the length of the knife before. 30 feet. Can we check the length of the knife? We have a question about the knife. They really want to frame Edgeworth? I think they wanted either of them to take the blame, or maybe both of them. Like, it could work both ways. I'm gonna save here just in case. I think based on what I see, maybe it... I actually don't know. That could show that it was not premeditated. Because the fact that the ID was out there, you would think someone who premeditates murders will take extra precautions so that no evidence is around. Actually, I don't know. Well, you can premeditate murder and have like carefully placed fake evidence or stuff like that, right? Maybe that's not it. Loss of blood from chest wound. Through the wire fence. Through the wire fence, she saw it. I'm just gonna try out different evidence until I get it, so I have no idea. The Persona 5 Strikers is quite fun, but let's load it then. What's the big but? What's wrong with the game? I've never played a Persona game. I'm not juggling Terraria. DLC is P5S. This one is Cult of the Lambs. That's a lot. Many games. I feel that way but with gacha games. Do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living. This is the knife. I'm still on Hollow Knight. Oh yeah, you wanted to play it again, right? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. You stated that Lana Sky planned this murder and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. This stuff just happened to be in the trunk of the car, that's right. Oh, she dropped her lunches! Since I've been in the game, screw reading the final boss. Kinda just chilling while walking around. Nice. Got 2 saves at 100. Do you have 101 completion? I did Path of Pain and I was crashing because I kept dying because my stuffy food kept freezing. So wait, what? What? There's soul blades in that game? Tide is turning in our favor. Achi boy says no. Humble pie? I hope you aren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not, I guess. They just have to prove that Lana murdered the person. The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That's good enough for them. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. Well, you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, wait, what? Please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Is that why she was fired? And just deduction. It's not even testimony. Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Alright. That's a contradiction. Game completion went from 100 to 120. I also went into Persona 5 Strikers completely blind, so I don't know a thing about game. I guess that's what makes it fun, right? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? Emma, no. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Alright. This one's pretty easy. There's 9 playable characters. That's a lot. 7 base game and 2 new ones. I see. One of the new ones is actually an AI. Like, the character is supposed to be an AI? You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Moss surprise? The moss is growing under our feet as we wait. What? The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. What a hunk, he's my hero. I'm right here defending your sister. Why are you fangirling over... I think Edgeworth looks better than Phoenix Wright. Maybe that's why. So it comes down to the looks. What about my objection? No one noticed. When she was asked how she knew how... When she was asked how she knew how to fight and why her outfit looked so cool, she was like, "You never asked, also I just copied what you did and I got this look. Also, I couldn't fight without a weapon, so I just made one." Wait, what? Victor is AI? Pretty interesting. You got the crime scene set. Is that just ketchup over rice? I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible. You're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. She didn't have a red muffler on. What do you mean? There's no muffler on. Basically looked at the main character, went, "Well, I want to do that too," and copied their outfit. Her battle outfit is so cute. Do you know? Yeah, I love Baymax. So cute. Imagine Baymax, but if he was wearing as a hoodie on top of a small girl with a red ponytail, and her face is normal. Just sounds cute. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or a muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you proved it yourself with this photograph. That's right. That can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Harsh words, but good. What was my objection? Chopped liver. That's right. Emma, what's wrong? I'm right next to you. It was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Is she just confessing that she doesn't remember some stuff accurately? Balatro, Balatres está jugando Balatro. Hello everyone in Precious Celes. Hola a todos. ¿Qué onda? ¡Oasa! Hola Red. ¿Todo bien aquí? ¿Cómo estás? Aún jugando Balatro. It's a fun game, and I was told if you wanna 100% the game, it's gonna take 200 hours! That's a lot. Wait. I think the game I played the most, I have like maybe 300 to 400 hours, and I played that like over the years. Like little by little. That's quite a lot. Descubrí algo interesante en inglés que perfectamente podría haberlo confundido. Qué bueno que ahora lo sé. ¿Qué cosa? I don't remember some things. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. that Lana did not murder. The next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect. 200 hours to 100% the game. 32 hours to complete the main story. It's quite a lot. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. What? Describiste el significado de Flashmeat. No, ¿qué estabas haciendo que descubriste el significado de Flashmeat? ¿Sabías que la intro del Chavo del 8 la creó Beethoven? ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo era la intro de Chavo de 8? La intro no era el que era como tan 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 tan. O esto es otra canción. Era una pieza clásica. Pensé que era apuntarme con la luz. No tiene nada que ver. ¿Qué estabas haciendo que aprendiste Flash Me? Sí, es esa. ¿Es uno de Beethoven? You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. A cobra is kind of a snake. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. I think everyone is weak against poisonous snake bites. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an old drum. An old drum? Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. Our predator this one. To roar. Oh, very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I just have one question. How did she get from the... Lunchland car was on the other side, right? There was a chain link fence in front. It will have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. It was pretty tall. Wait, let me just save again. We need to object. Hello, father. Beethoven era fan de Chespirito y le creó la intro 200 años antes. Ah, ok, todo tiene sentido. I like how Emma and Maya both take note of things. Yes. Andaba viendo clips de un streamer peruano, le dice a su amiga de Estados Unidos Flash Me porque estaba oscuro y quería que le alumbrara, pero luego le dice lo que en verdad se llama. Ay, no puede ser. Qué risa. La amiga tuvo que haber estado riéndose. Entonces, ¿cómo se diría? Flashéame o apúntame con la luz. Sí mismo, sí, apúntame con la luz. Apuntar sería point. O... no sé cómo lo diría yo en el momento. The father Maya is very studious. Yeah. ¿Cómo sabes ese significado? Pues no lo sé, pues simplemente lo sé. Cosas de la vida, ya estoy vieja. Hoy le estaba diciendo a mi mamá que estoy vieja. Ella me miró con una cara porque estaba como que si tú estás vieja, ¿qué soy yo? I feel so. Vlogs is watching pandas work again. Vlogs, all right. Those must be very cute pandas. Mira, ¿cómo diré que quiera que alguien me flashee? Solo grítale la luz, la luz, la luz. Así. I screen recorded twerking pandas. Do you want to see? Yeah! I do want to see the small twerking pandas. A statement contradicts this evidence. It does? How is that not contradictory? Wait, what? How did that not? I'm just gonna go move on. Or maybe not. Was it this one? If I remember exactly, I will have told you in my testimony. Okay. Muffler? Oh, her phone. Her phone. She can't mean. By phone, do you mean the cell phone? My memory is like a saw button heading off stream. You see. Wait, what? Court doesn't see it. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. It was out of order, so she used her cell phone. Good witnessing, witness. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. Alright. The chief prosecutor made his escape. Qué bonita es la barrera del idioma. Imagínate, lo decía por accidente a alguien de aquí pensando que era otra cosa. No tendrás una amiga que me presentes, no. Ay, es que tú estás muy chiquito. Eso también. Alright, let's see. I think there's oh, wait. She even kicked me over an old drum. I think there's something wrong with what she's saying, but I don't know why it doesn't work. If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? Excellent, more mysteries. She looks so happy taking notes. Y lo malo, mejor. No. I'll send it to family channel. Nice, thank you. I tried to run. Sorry, my sister is so suspicious. She wanted to make a phone call, that's why she went to the back. I love it. Alright, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Puedo pedir un favorzote, depende de qué sea el favor. Depende de qué sea el favor. Okay, she went behind the partition. She tried to use the phone, but it was not working. She put her own cell phone out of the pocket. You saw her doing this? She saw her doing it. What's the issue with that? That she was far away? Invité a Sina a una boda, pero él no sabe que es la suya conmigo. Haría de padre de iglesia y me casarías con él. Don't worry, babe. Ah, bueno, depende si Sin también está de acuerdo. Red has a surprise for you, Sin. I think that's the gist of it. I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana's Sky. Who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? You who together with the... Oh! The ones who got her fired are Edgeworth and Lana. So she has all the reason to frame both of them for the murder. Alright, she's definitely the real culprit. It looks kind of cute there. Look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you cannot see her calling. I believe you see what I'm getting at. Right. The emergency phone was on the backside of this partition, so she couldn't know if she was making a call or not. Exactly. She's not coughing up lies, she's coughing up lies. A un conocido le pasó eso, lo invitaron a una boda, pero la boda era de él. ¿Cómo? ¡Qué locura! Tipo llega y pregunta, ¿quién es el novio? Eres tú, bro. No puede ser. Quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie the witness has told the court. Maybe where she saw it, right? Let's say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean she was in Block A. Different location. Now that's pointless, like... No, because that will place her in the same location as the murder, right? The murder scene. Where was the witness when she saw the crime? Oh, I don't know. This specific? They're from the security room. Take that! The security guard room. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She will have been able to see the emergency phone from there. Cause one of her many boyfriends is in there, I think. Así te voy a hacer a ti. ¿Cómo? Ah, pero tu amigo se terminó casando de verdad? ¿Cómo fue eso? There are many... yeah, not in this case. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime on the back of the partition is here. You brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room. Well, Miss Star, how many years have I been getting the better of men to think that the tables could be turned? The fluffy part of her coat kind of looks like rice from the back. You used to be a detective, you should know better. The guilty will be punished, then I'll do. I guess she considers both the chief prosecutor and Edgeworth guilty for having her fired. Does it strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starlight? It doesn't make sense. She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. But this photo was taken from Block B. What?
Objection!
It still stands. If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. They're right. Let's review what we know. Let's review what we know. Se casó en ropa informal. Un conocido, un tío de mi amigo, de mi primo, ya sé. Ok. Pero sí conocía a la chica con quien se estaba casando. The star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. She lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but distance the crime.
Objection! Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it will take her to reach the scene of the crime. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime? Yeah, because she could have done the murder, ran to the security room, and then when Lana came to say that she murdered. Something like that, right? It feels like... kind of feels like an Among Us strategy. You really know what you're doing. I was very lost in the beginning. Oye, está muy bonito. Gracias, Red. Gracias. What's that? Squid wheels. I thought those were rubber bands on rice. The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. She's using her smart. I'm definitely using my smart. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam too. And that sounds yummy. I don't know if I've ever had boysenberry. What does it taste like? Is it just like berry flavor? It wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass wall station. I found myself running towards the scene, but the door was locked. I couldn't open it. The door was locked. Oh, so that's why she had to go to the Block B, and that's how she got the picture from Block B. It was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. Not swearing on anything that important, I think. The spork is a wonderful invention. How many lunches does she carry with her? Just wait. Carry it on your cool coat, yeah, or her hat, you know? She has onigiri hat. As onigiri hat is pretty fun. It's more interesting.
Objection!
You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like it al dente. If you were a criminal, what will you do with 5 minutes? I plead the scene. Don't get the wrong idea. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal will act this way. That's true. A lot can happen. That's right, a lot can happen in 5 minutes. Since we've come to the end of this testimony, the witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Just whiskered the can shut. That was too close. Cuff-up Queen has been dethroned. Yeah, a lot can happen even in 10 seconds. Is who's objecting? I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Wait! She just bribed the judge! Out of deference to the witness's determination. Can we request the judge to be changed? Like the lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What she's going to pull out of her lunchbox this time. Let's see. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene, and now, to the matter of the victim's shoe, did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was of course the victim's. Yeah, this judge. You know how much trouble he gave us last time with Bon Karma. The other blood type matched that of the defendant. There was blood found on that shoe. I think Lana was injured. What's the meaning of this? Why is the first time I've heard of this evidence? As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence. I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. She has 3 boyfriends in the same department. Do they not fight? Or do they not know do they not know that all of them are dating the same girl? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I wonder if Edgeworth is doing his best to despite being on the prosecutor's side, trying not to get Lana end with a guilty verdict. This tree is illegal evidence. Don't forget, I used to be a detective, as I mentioned previously. This shoe has already been tested by a member of the... Also, she's trying to say that it's already been submitted. Even the general public can produce official evidence. Not his expression. You could at least study some evidence law. Okay. It appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you. There's traces of blood from Goodman and Lana's guy. Lana got a gunshot wound on her right shoulder. Yes. No. Eh? Are you feeling well? I am. Yesterday I postponed only because I was extremely sleepy. I was struggling to keep my eyes open. I was like, I cannot play Phoenix Wright in this condition because it's a lot of reading and stuff. I would have fallen asleep. I'm a lot more awake today, although I am still kinda sleepy. But I had some caffeine this morning, maybe because of that. I didn't have any yesterday. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. that blood belonged to the victim. Two types of blood.
Hold it!
You claim to know something of blood test. Blood comes in 4 types, ABO and AB. However, you can tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. Wait, what? What? Was that supposed to be a pun? I didn't get it. What? We can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. I saw it here. I would have gotten DNA test results. But the suspect's blood was... Wait, it's not even a DNA test, it's just blood test. What's that? Fish guts. Fish guts look like that. Do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? Well, we need to have a problem with this shoe. I don't know if there is a problem, but there needs to be a problem. So let's say there is a problem. Peppered fish gut. Is that raw fish? They cannot be raw. They cannot be raw, right? So what's the problem with this evidence?
Take that!
There's blood on the bottom. There's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife in the chest. It was on the chest, right? It has to be this. It was chest level. Crime photo. Why the crime photo? Ah, because there was no blood? Oh, there was no blood. There was no blood, or blah 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 blah, blood on the floor. Peppered what? Fish guts. I didn't even know you could eat fish guts. I don't think I've ever seen fish guts. I've been recommended quite a few fish filleting videos. Will that come in handy? Zero clue. Well, it will someday come in handy. You never know, right? It's better to have more skills than less. Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Objection!
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 Objection! Objection! Why are they, Mr. Edward? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. That's right. In all the videos I've seen, they throw the guts back into the ocean or in... Right. Maybe it's not fish guts. Maybe it's something else and it's just got, like, lost in translation. It's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Think! Think! Wait, is Edgeworth gonna help us with the evidence? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. The oil drum? Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, it was not. That's what they're saying. There was no... Wait. For the order of... It doesn't make sense. The suspect knocked over the old drum for one reason and one reason alone. There was still no blood near the car. Not realizing Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. What can I do? Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict now! Hold it. Objection. What? There we go. Wait, Emma was the one who screamed to hold it? Maybe it's vision. She just calls it fish god. Fish guy, but god. It doesn't look like gods. I want to slam the mullet onto the pad just because. I feel like it'll make a very satisfying sound. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking it might be... What do you call it? I think they call it mentaiko. Maybe it's like, I believe it's like the fish egg sack or something like that. But that's... Wouldn't that be kind of expensive? Maybe it is fish guts, maybe. I've no idea. Did you say that Angel Star was on the prosecution side? She hates prosecutors. I thought you have had your fill, but here you're demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. Called evidence.
Objection!
There's more evidence? Your threats don't scare the cough of Queen. How does she have a photograph of this? How does she have a photograph of this? She took it after she apprehended Lana? Fish in general tend to be on the expensive side. There was imitation crab at the store for $8. I love imitation crab. It looked just like the actual crab texture and all. My mom and I marinated it in butter for a bit. Warm butter and you taste it? Oh, that sounds yum. Your prediction is about to be correct about her being hurt. But the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. Look at the asphalt in this photo. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win the case from the beginning. Think, Phoenix Wright. But or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Where is Mia's like message coming from? Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Alright. I think she means check the photo again. Objection! Hold it! Hold it! Objection! Didn't taste like imitation whatsoever, and I've eaten a lot of them, so I can smell like real crap too. I got it down to a T. Nice. I think there are many types of like imitation crab. I do feel like there are some that are like clearly better than other types of imitation crab. Yeah. Can I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? I'll think later. I'm dead. It's so funny. Imagine, do you think lawyers actually do that in real life? Like just object to some evidence and think as they go about what they will say? 8 pieces for a whooping $8 too. It was only 8 pieces? I said if it was something less serious, but this is a murder case, right?
Take that!
You just said muffler. Yes, muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
Objection!
Objection! But like, if you don't have anything substantial to say, you know. Big pieces? Nice. Well, I guess if it's yummy, one buck a piece is not that bad. Oye, Celeste, si tú tuvieras un bufete de abogados, ¿cómo lo llamarías? No lo sé, pero los bufetes de abogados usualmente usan los apellidos, ¿no? Los apellidos de los... ¿Cómo le dicen? A los socios. ¿Cómo le dicen a los abogados? Estos los que crean los bufetes. Size of an average cup, like just thicker. So the small amount of time they have to think once objecting is kind of like 5 minutes for the average person to think. They're usually smart. Or they just are very good at talking. It's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. You know, it can also come with a huge mental toll. Yeah. You might know your client is guilty for doing something. Yeah, I guess that's what I was saying. I think I mentioned it one time, but I think in many cases like that, they will just try to like lessen the sentence time instead of getting them a not guilty verdict. I guess not guilty is the ideal for them. Did she set muffler?
Take that!
She mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Okay, what's going on? The suspense? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Agreed. I suppose so. It's lunchtime. He had early lunch. He had that lunch caviar thing set. What? Lunchbox. He's still hungry. Can't believe it. What's so funny about yeah, it's their job. They have to do it regardless. But they can choose the cases, right? They can choose which cases they want to take. Alright, let me think. How long would it take me to do the investigation? Or are we just taking a recess? A short recess? No matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much, except today we're swimming in quicksand. Friends, she got called off to the judge's chambers. Wait, there's no more investigation day? We're gonna have the second trial right away? Hola, partner. Mr. Cowboy. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it will fire up its temper. going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen there these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people? Is Angel Star like dating one of the higher ups in the police? Are they trying to like cover up for her? What's going on? Detective Woodhill in your service. Partner. He wasn't even wearing a scarf. You're wearing a scarf. I've seen the red breeze blow at her center neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. Brain, no brain. But she didn't have the scarf on, yes. Partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. What are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. I wanna have brisket now. Texan barbecue. Then there's the times an innocent is thrown into jail and the criminal goes free. That also happens. I like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh, why is he looking like that? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. Does he have a stomach ache? Maybe he got the diarrhea. Why is he making that kind of face? He's constipated. That word, bro. Those grinding teeth, those watery. I think he needs to go to the bathroom. Wait, I skipped that one. Oh no, it can't be. This can't happen. What's happening? Then again, a criminal is guilty 100% of the time. The time a criminal isn't guilty is when they're simply innocent. Edward is being edged. I don't know what happened to Edward. This is unacceptable. What's going on? Excuse me, knock knock. Oh, Mr. Who? Is he someone from the police force? A strange... Why does he get special music as well? Strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Look, it feels so orange. The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. That's quite a lot. 5.7 degrees. Who on earth is he? That's you. Who? Who? Game! Oh, hey. Sorry I'm late. Who's Ochi? The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see. Is he trying to say judge? Judgy? Oji? How you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello. Not been so busy. Busy, sweet, easy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Jojo, man. It's you! You know, I find it very funny when someone calls you. Like when someone like calls someone else, right? And they say hello, and then they answer, like the person calling says, hello, it's me. They don't say like their name, they say it's me. And I'm sometimes like, what if the person does not recognize them by their voice? And like they didn't see who's calling. It's very, I don't know, it makes me laugh when I imagine people answering, because I've heard it many times. They just go, it's me. Sorry, but who are you? Aha, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all the trouble. You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. What does he have with swimming? Little Worthy? Edgy boy, Little Worthy. We keep collecting nicknames. I knew he was someone from the police force. Chief of police. Demoncan has this weird habit to stare at you for 5 seconds. It's very uncomfortable for me. I hope he does not stare at me for 5 seconds. He's just like, happy I like swimming. And I give weird nicknames. And I like staring at you. Apparently. Most players think their game crashed or something. I thought my game had crashed. When he was just there after, it's you, and then there was the pause. And I was like, wait, what happened to my game? He's the top ranking police officer in the entire district. He likes swimming. Stop staring at me! Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. Did he say everyone or everybody? So why do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom. It's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. My sister's muffler. And the crime occurred, this guy was really wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. A little Worthy's car, no less. I don't see him dating the lunch lady. It's really quite embarrassing even for us. A switchblade?
Objection!
What kind of outfit are you running? What? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Little Worthy! What if it's me staring at you for 5 seconds? Or didn't you hear me? Will he get angry? I don't know. I feel like just the fact that anyone stares at you could make you uncomfortable, you know? There are people that you can be with them comfortably without saying anything. And that I understand, but if they're like staring right at me for 5 whole seconds, that might be kind of uncomfortable. I don't know. It's gonna be like, why are you staring at me? like the feeling when someone just starts like running after you, all of a sudden it makes you want to flee, despite not having done anything wrong. I think it's just like maybe something subconscious instinct. Here's a police habit, staring only at you for a few seconds. Oh, I guess it might be like an interrogation tactic, right? The best way to get you to freeze up is to stare. Probably just stare away. And pretend I don't see you staring at me. Here, have a look at this document where it says person in charge of the investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head's in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel, but you're the person in charge. Are you serious? We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. The police there could get some people to break and spill everything. Yes, that's right. Especially if they're guilty, right? Because I think if the person is guilty, yeah, they might definitely just like confess if they're being stared at, maybe in the right conditions. It's kind of major blunder is unlike you. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. I think all you have to do is push that switch and... Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Wait, did she get her wound from the switch? What was it? Switch knife? There's like some sort of handprint thing. Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Dark red stained blood. Definitely blood. Wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. She hid the knife, the actual murder weapon. With the muffler, she hid it so that it wouldn't be taken away by the actual culprit. Something like that, right? It's like, aha, I know you did it, so spills there. Yeah, exactly. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing, no problem. Not even a little one, really. Okay, let's see. This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. Wait, a different detective was killed at the police station? Very coincidence. It's not officially linked to this here case, but so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush information. That's why they were being so saucy last time. I was like, they're so suspicious. I thought they were trying to cover up this murder. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. He said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. We're at the department. We were all flustered. As you might well assume, we're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? Two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. Very strange. However, you keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Alright. Life is special. How of the crime 5:15? The same victim? How? How do they not know it's the same victim? Does it make any sense? If they know someone was murdered at the police station, that's because there's a corpse, right? Like a body. An honest to goodness objection. This knife has to do something. Wait, what? That's a line too. Remember, that was on the body of the victim. 6 minus 7s. 6 minus 7s. The 21. Is it date? Oh well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win. What game is this guy playing? I have no idea. The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. I see. Let me check the... It's just like... the handprint. do they know the time? It's not officially linked to this case, I don't know much about it. What was it doing there? Alright. Pressing this one?
Hold it!
Over here because I wanna play this for myself. No spoilers. After leaving, just came back to visual. Good. Screen you might remember to be proud of what you did. Many aren't proud enough. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed playing the game later on. It's a murder weapon. For what? That was a murder weapon for a case long since solved. The case where the lunch lady got fired. That's a bad case. How do they make the trunk look so comfy though? It kinda looks like a sofa.
Hold it!
I'm out at lost for words, and the perpetrator. I don't understand how they can know the time for both of them, and that there was just arrested them. What is he calling me? I suppose I could help if you will help me by giving me data on your case. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where the victim was found. How the victim was killed. When the victim died. Well, we know when the victim died. Adiós, punto y se acabó. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Me lanzaré. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó, Dro? No te lances. Where the victim was found. I know when the victim died. 5:15, right? Caída libre mundial de fútbol. ¿Se terminó? Pero está eliminado. Ah, están haciendo... ¿Qué le dicen? Preliminares. Eliminatorias. Pero quedó eliminado. ¿Con quién está contra quién? ¿Con quién estaba agrupado? I can say that the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room. We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. While the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Hello, Sheriff Pumpkin. How are you doing? Bueno, estas cosas pasan, es así. Me la pasé escuchando las canciones de Teto. ¿Teto, Teto? ¿Teto la de pelo rosado? Ya me volví todo un Teto. ¿Cuál Teto? Teto Vocaloid. Utau. Doing well, that's great. De cabeza taladro. Ay, hay una. Ay, hay varias canciones que escuchaba de ella. Creo que una de esas es una que cantaba, creo que tal vez. No sé si era con dos otras Utau o si era con Miku y otra Utau. Hay una que se llama Tripo y Vaca. Creo que en ese está Teto. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Righto. Tripo y vaca. Sí, 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 sí. ¿Cómo era? Vaca, vaca, vaca. Turu, tu, tu, turu, 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 tururu. Es esa canción, ¿no? Ay, no me acuerdo. Es que mi mente... Mi mente está mezclando esa canción con Popipo. Es que tienen las mismas vibras. También no son a Nero, sí. Era Nero, Teto y la de pelo blanco. Esa canción con el bebop, bebop, bebop. ¿Cómo comenzaba? Bebop, 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 bebop. Es que estoy tratando de acordarme de cómo inicia y mi mente va para Popi Popi Po. Esa otra canción. Ah, era Miku. Alright. Okay. Writer, what's your connection? The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Stop staring at me, please! You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, I know. Unofficial? Yeah, give us the unofficial information. Esa Neteridori, eso no me lo sé. No lo sé, el banco de José Teto me parece más natural que a mí, con que los dúos entre ellos también me gustan. Y Teto se suponía que era como una... como de broma, ¿no? Uncomfortable stare. Gee. You're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? That's right. I might as well try to get what I can out of it. The victim's ID number. Oh yeah, definitely. Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who... Ha! Ha ha! I'm tricking you. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lead on ID number, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... 5842189. 5842189. How does he remember? No, stop confusing me, Judge. 5842... What? This tells me something. I think, meaning... It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? It must mean this, but what is this? Esto nació el Día de los Inocentes, pero se volvió más popular y bueno, ahí quedó. La semana pasada salió en un concierto del amigo, ¿sí? You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something? What does it tell you? This. Aha! Witness. What is it? Witness! The ID card I found at the crime scene. You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. It's just I got confused, and this is news. Wait, what? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. Witness! I cannot. Two places, two detectives murdered at one time. And they're both the same person? How is that even possible? I happen to have a police ID number here. Is it yours? No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney. Remember, I'm not a police. I'm not a detective. This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Wright. Personnel IDs are top secret. And this means what exactly? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. Yes, exactly. I started with A2. No, it was 5. The number the chief of police gave us was 584219. Wait a second, right? What is this? Well, both people, according to what we know so far, same person was at both places at the same time. How does that work? I don't know. Two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Mr. Goodman. Oh ho ho, sharp as a tack, righto. Detective Goodman is our victim. That's right, don't go stealing our victim. Yeah, the detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department at the same time. That's impossible. How does that work? Time is wrong in one place? The time is wrong in one place. It's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. I said wait. Wait. I gotta go. Alright, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, Sin. Take care and rest after the stream. I will. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming. The other side, the grave error. Mr. Edward, they're yours. What? It was our officer Meekins who brought you the news. Who's Officer Meekins? Oh! This is Officer Meekins. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edward anywhere on the premises? He didn't accept the report. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. The victim's name is written right on the top. But this is Edward's fault. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. Emma, you're so mean! How can you say that? In any case, this is a serious error. Gross negligence. My goodness!
Objection!
You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I wanted you to mess up. Have a taste of your own medicine, kind of thing. No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say unworthy? Ah. What was the second rule of evidence law? Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case and trial. You submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list, so I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. Ah, I see. Hi, hola Miguel, ¿cómo estás? Good job, right on my boy. I was just doing my job. No. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Please just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. For Mr. Edgeworth, she's still fangirling over him. I will grant one for... Wait, what? How do we... What's the explanation? I just have to keep playing. Your punishment for this is for your sake. I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. Yes! Done with the trial. Another day of investigation. But for next time. Alright. Oh, it was February 21st. What was written in the note? Ya que estoy usando audífonos, noto tu voz distinta. ¿Pareces más joven? Así depende mucho el audífono. También el micrófono. Noto mucho esa diferencia cuando las personas cambian de micrófono. Protesta su señoría como que se les no hará doble stream de Silencio Hill. No, 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 no doble stream. Y pensar que tiene 42 años. Claro, claro, claro. Hay que mantener la voz joven. Ya sabes. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream right here. I think this is about the right spot to finish. And for today. See how lengthy this case? It is pretty lengthy. Are there 2 trials more after this? This was the first trial. I understand from the first few cases that there's 3 trials max, right? 42. Pensé que tenía 40, así que se escucha más joven. Claro que sí. Well, hopefully next time we can do go through it a bit quicker. Like investigation should be quicker this time, right? On the second day. I think so. Yes. Okay, 5. Every trial has trial former and trial letter. Okay, so we have a recess in every trial, and there are 3 trials. Okay. Okay, sounds good. I guess I might have to divide the trials. Like I might have to do next time the investigation and maybe the first part of the second trial. Well, we'll see. We'll see how fast we move on. Yes. Alright, thanks for coming to the stream. Take care, everyone. See you next time. Ya voy a dejar el directo hasta acá porque creo que este es el mejor punto para parar por hoy. Ok, chao chicos. Gracias por venir. Cuídense, que descansen. Bye bye.